Welcome back, Scorpio. Welcome to Love from Leo. My name is Tay, otherwise known as Love from Leo. I just had the baby on June 30th, so he was born a Cancer, which is a water sign. So I've been taking that time to really adjust to being a new mom, and that is why I haven't put out videos consistently. I am getting back to that. As you can see, I'm starting to put out more videos. And if you want your private or personalized reading, I'm doing those still, of course. Just email me at lovefromaleo@gmail.com and we can get that set up for you. For time's sake, I've already pulled out the cards for past, present, and future. Keep in mind, this is a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, Scorpios. But I think there's going to be an emphasis on getting along with others and renewing different type of perspectives. So how you see things, how you view the world, how you're feeling out certain things, the vibes that you're feeling are going to be based on getting along and making things whole again. So in the past was Two of Cups. Now past could be July. So yeah, this could have been going on for you during Cancer season, right? Lots of relationship issues. Now, I don't think this is bad because it's upright. This is a very positive card. Now, if this isn't necessarily a relationship, like a love relationship, this could be anything with like you falling back in love with your old hobby or your passion. I do think it's like a renewal. Yeah, and then King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So this is a very emotional type of card. Like you're feeling very confident in your emotions, and also just your aura I feel like has been very dominant, and that definitely could represent you, Scorpio, in the situation. Now we do have the Lovers card in reverse, so this could mean that this is a Gemini that is maybe having some issues with their emotions, or your relationship, because this is the Lovers card, could be a little rocky, or it could have been rocky in the past, and maybe that's why you're starting to feel so confident in your emotions, because you're starting to put the pieces together, or maybe you guys came back together. Like I was saying, it's a renewal, right? And we have the Chariot card here. So yeah, combining two forces together in order to make things work. And so that's definitely what a lot of you guys were going through. You're wrapping up, maybe you're going through it right now, and like I said, you're almost at the very end of that tunnel, and this could be dealing with the Cancer as well. Now, who are you going through all of these renewals with? Who is this person? What is the sign for Cancer? Okay, so some of you guys, we got the Cancer card again, the Chariot. So that's Cancer confirmed twice, all right? So some of you guys are definitely going through this with a Cancer. This could also be a motherly figure in your life. So maybe some of you are going through this with your child, or you're the child and you're going through this with your mother. The second sign that we have is, this is Pisces, which is ruled by Neptune. So you could definitely be dealing with a Pisces, or someone who has Pisces or Piscean-like energy. And then we have Six of Cups, right? You're doing something that takes a lot of courage. You have to kind of conquer it, is the best way that I can put it. You may have to conquer your feelings, conquer your pride, conquer what you've been dealing with, and like cutting the cord, right? And so this is definitely, you know, Scorpion-like energy. And Scorpio, this could be saying you are going through this. This is a personal experience, or you were going through a personal change in your life that, you know, deals with renewing joy for something that maybe you had lost so much joy for. What can Scorpio do for this situation? We have Summer, Princess of Wands. Okay, so you want to bask in the ambiance that you're feeling right now. Summer represents lots of things, but being that it's the Princess of Wands, Leo, Cancer, and Virgo energy. So it's kind of like planning to express yourself emotionally. Get ready to do what you got to do emotionally for the situation. And I think you need to act accordingly to how you want to see yourself. So you know you want to see yourself in a better position in life, and this person is holding you back, then move forward towards that newfound love that you found. If this has nothing to do with anything like that, just know I'm saying be prepared to react emotionally the way that you need to in order to feel refreshed on the inside emotionally. So don't bottle things in, and if you know you're doing that, be prepared to open up soon, because it probably is going to happen if it is not. I do think a lot of you need to express yourself emotionally if you have not done this, because that is the advice, all right? So use the Summer's energy, use the sun to express yourself, be the center, but you don't have to, you know, stay in that light. But I'm saying emotionally, be ready to be honest about how you feel, and be willing to communicate in a way that you also understand other people's emotions in a certain situation as well. Now that we kind of have some more energy and information on that, we're going to move to the present. So the card that we got, the major thing that's going to be happening in your August, is the Moon card. So emotionally, I think you're going to be going through very intense cycles. You should probably look into the moons that are happening during August, the new moons, the full moons, anything like that. And really try to, if you do any type of rituals, if you do anything that has to deal with, the moon and using the energy, or even if you just go through astrology and you're, learning what certain moons mean for you. Natal charts, like if you don't know your natal chart, you might want to look into that. If you don't know your moon, you need to look into that. Find somebody who can help you do that. Obviously, you guys can hit me up at lovefromaleo@gmail.com. Become more in touch with being connected to your moon side, which is usually what makes you comfortable. So if you have been straying away from what you know needs to be fixed so that you can be comfortable, you may need to look into that. Also, there could be some things that are coming to the surface, being brought out of the darkness and into the light so that you can actually see it. So you could also be dealing with an Aquarius, or this could have something to do with you kind of having an aha moment and understanding what power you have within you, what your individual self can do for itself. And finding the new light and finding the new direction for yourself. Also, there could be some things coming out about an Aquarius in your life, sun, moon, or rising. Knight of Swords, things could start to speed up. There could be discussions or communications that are sped up during this month for you. Try not to be a crash dummy. Don't overstep your boundaries verbally. Don't get in a situation where you end up being tongue-tied and you said something you shouldn't have. Just be aware of how you're communicating, because things are definitely going to be coming to the surface. Knight of Cups in reverse, if you are dealing with a relationship, it may not be so focused on romance this month. It may be more focused on the structure of what it means to communicate and how to understand your partner. So it may not be all glitz and glam. It may not be the most fun of times for you and your partner, but I think it is something you guys will gradually move away from. And because you're focusing on water this month, because you're focusing on your emotional side, things may have to get a little, rocky before they get perfect, but you just have to know what you want and what you want to see for that situation that you're dealing with and move accordingly and gracefully. Tower moment, there definitely could be a situation where you don't necessarily have any control over, but you are having to deal with the aftermath. That could definitely come this month if let's say you or your partner says something that you shouldn't have, or you're hiding something and it comes out, whatever it may be, or if you doubt yourself, the Tower card may come through and you may be put at a crossroads, or something may just collapse from under you and you have to start all the way over. So it's a blessing in disguise, but just know that if you are resisting change, you need to learn how to cope with it and move forward. But you have lots of decisions here. 7 of Cups. Lots of decisions are on the table for you, or lots of choices are on the table for you to make a certain decision. Who is this dealing with? Who is this involved with? What signs for Scorpio? Some of you are going through this with yourself, Scorpio. You have to stay confident in your emotions. You have to stay confident that what you feel is what you are, it's your prerogative to feel. You just have to learn how to communicate it in the way that is understandable, but also coming from you. Not trying to sugarcoat anything, not being passive, just being very upfront. 3 of Swords, and so this is Libra. You could be dealing with a Libra in this situation, or this is signifying that there is some form of balancing out that needs to happen, verbally needs to happen. And the last card we have is Gemini, the Lovers card, so you could be dealing with the Gemini. So lots of air people popping up, Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra, but I think it's the same. Most of all, you need to communicate. Communicate as much as you can, as much as you need to. What can Scorpio do to go through these times and transits smoothly, efficiently, and actually get something done? The Star card, Aquarius. So you may really need to focus on an Aquarius in your life, Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising. Also, this is, saying you need to believe in yourself. You need to find that spark within yourself. Whatever little piece that you bring to the equation, you need to really focus in on that and realize how you're using that to your benefit or your demise, and communicate that with whoever this is involving. So in the future, what is going to be happening for you most likely in your September? We have the Judgment card and we have the Knave of Swords. So this is dealing with someone who's younger or immature, or makes a decision that is based on being naive or just not thinking maturely at the moment. There's a person that has that type of energy, right? And this person is going to have to make a decision on what is staying and what is going. This is, kind of a big deal This is something that you can't really prep for, but you can know that there's a decision that has to be made soon, or there's some things that have to go out of the window very soon, or stay in the picture. It's all about what you want, but it's like it's kind of a big crossroads moment. Four of Cups. So this is something that could have you just sitting back and reminiscing instead of actually taking your new blessing. So you need to really make sure when you're making this decision, or when you're choosing to do something, or when you're going after your passion and you're not totally sure it's going to work out, just make sure you're not staying stuck in the past. Make sure you're not moping. Make sure you're not just staying stagnant, because that could definitely be an outcome just because of how the circumstances are set up. Nine of Wands. You have what you need to do what you got to do. You just got to do it. You got to take. It's not even a leap of faith. It's just like you have everything you need. Just do it. You have to motivate yourself to have that initiative and have that fight and desire to do what you got to do. If you think about yourself, your self-esteem, how you want to view yourself as a person, this is what's going to get you able to make the steps that you need to make. So mentally, you need to check yourself. Make sure that you're mentally, good. You're feeling good. And even if you don't feel good, just make sure you're thinking about your future and what you can have and who you can be for the future, for things to turn out the way that they need to. Queen of Pentacles, fixed earth. So that's Taurus. So you just got to push through. You got to structure and plan for what you want. Think about the future. And don't let anything stop you once you have this plan. So just make the plan and execute it, okay? Find your strength. As far as being stubborn enough to go after what you want and really achieve it, and and just do it. Like, just execute it, and just take it step by step. I think this is a lot of good things coming, but I also feel like there's a lot of decisions that have to be made, so that you can keep progressing forward, and just try to keep that peace of mind, bringing in the new and leaving out the old and the cold. And I think things will be fine. Communicate during your August is going to be your best bet. Communicate. Don't be afraid of your emotions, but don't allow them to control you. Does that make sense? All right. If you're looking for private readings, you can email me at lovefromaleo@gmail.com. My birthday is August 22nd. Leave a like so that I know that you guys are watching. Yeah, Scorpio. I think that's it. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.